and I am going to be doing my fourth and final game entry for Media Studies 2400 on Battlefield 1 and how it relates to the Stewart article, Personality and Playstyles, a Unified Model. So in this game, there are 4 different classes that you can play. It's very similar to Battlefield 4 and of course Battlefield 5, which is weird because Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, then Battlefield 5, with Hardline in between Battlefield 4 and 1. But in particular, we're going to be looking at the Socializer, Achiever, Explorer, and Killer within the classes here, and within the gameplay loop. So, in particular, one of the ones that I see more within the Medic subclass here is going to go into the Socializer and have a little bit of Killer related to it. After all, that is going to be the game style of this game. The purpose of this particular game mode, which is called Operations, is where you have an attacking force and then there's a defending force. And the attacking force is trying to take the objectives, while defending is, of course, trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Now, one thing that the medic can do is save other people, heal them, and revive them, while, of course, having a primary weapon and secondary as well. And as we try and make sure we don't die, one of the things we're going to do is make sure that our teammates don't die as well. So whenever I see a downed enemy, for example, I can try and heal them if I don't die first. Or if they're still alive and injured, I can throw down a medic crate, and that'll give them extra health. So all of the actions that I do also attribute to my overall score. Now that can be seen here on the scoreboard, where it has the class that the people are playing, and then it has the KD and score, so kill, death, and score. Right now I am near the bottom. I have 2 kills, 1 death, and my score is 448. Now, normally kills are worth 100 points apiece, so those extra points that I have come from reviving my teammates as a medic, or come from healing my teammates, or from having my squad members spawn on me, so that they are closer to the action, if you will. And then each subclass is a little bit stronger in a different aspect. So like I said, the medic is a little bit stronger within the socializer aspect, where you're cooperating and working more with other players. The assault and support classes are going to lean a little bit more towards the killer aspect. The purpose of the assault class is to pretty much blow up everything and kill as many enemies as you can, as I continue to get killed from different angles. But the equipment that the assault class has in particular is going to work specifically towards destroying vehicles or laying down a just barrage of explosives on enemy combatants. So shot the grenade, didn't really get to do anything with that except do a little bit of damage to an enemy, because they are using a lot of support classes. So the support class in this game, they generally have larger weapons like machine guns that you'll be able to use while you fire downrange. Automatically you can see the success that kind of comes from being a defender in this situation, because I'm able to just lay down covering fire and just dig into the killer playstyle. I don't have to move much. I'm just putting bullets down me, pretty much. And of course, there are squad tactics in this game as well, which can really only be utilized by the leader of the squad, who at the moment doesn't have any tactics necessarily put in, but it's really just defend A or attack B, things of that nature. And then, of course, the achiever playstyle comes from the scoreboard, how well you're doing, and the medals that you can get in the middle of combat. So, one of the medals includes healing 5 people within a round, or another one includes getting 7 kills with a particular class within a round. So if I am doing particularly well as the medic, which is my preferred class, then I can get the medal multiple times, or ribbon. Let's see. Let me see if I can get these people up real quick. Alright, I'm going to get them up, but I'm also dying due to the flames. So it's a very fast-paced game, where you're just going constantly. The Explorer subclass, however, is not utilized very much within this game. The way I see it, the Explorer rationale kind of goes a little bit more into things like the RPG structure of a game, or just in general exploring. And while these games have quite large maps associated with them, you're in general not going to be exploring the map, you're going to be killing enemies. Or attempting to do so anyways. And mostly trying to run away from enemy fire. And then, of course, your other goal, getting as high on the scoreboard as possible. And there's one example right there, as a medic gets 7 kills on a round. That's another thing that people look at, in particular, trying to show that they are doing the best they can in a particular match. So in general, the strongest aspects of this game are within the killer and the socializer aspect. But there's also the thing where within customization, there are multiple different weapons that you can unlock. So here, I use the, oh goodness, I'm not even sure how to pronounce that, but Fakahar Hill Storm. That is the preferred weapon that I use on the medic class. But also down here, underneath the optical version, there's a perform 25 headshots with the Storm version. So as I do better with that one, I can unlock the next version. And then there are also these versions that I can purchase. That kind of gives way to the achiever a little bit, because they can unlock more stuff. They can do better and better and things of that nature. And then as far as socializing goes, on PC it is a little bit different. But I am also not on PC. I am on PlayStation. So I can't really utilize a keyboard to type with my team members, but I can use voice chat. I could also potentially use the chat wheel here, which is not utilizable when I'm dead, but it's where you can request ammo or anything like that from other players. Am I on the attacking side? I think I got switched all of a sudden. But there's the request medic, follow me, things of that nature that people can look at, or this, which is more social, as it says. where you interact with other players in that conversation. I'm surprised I didn't die sooner while I was going through that wheel. So it's sort of like if you wanted to role play, for example. It's not heavily utilized, at least by me, so that is something that could be taken into account as a developer. Maybe trying to make the social aspect a bit stronger in game, or trying to make it more comprehensive, perhaps. The developers have done very well in making it a score-based, like, achiever kind of level, because you want to do the best you can, and you unlock things by doing well. Different awards, things that you can kind of flex, if you will, things you can brag about, and then things you unlock, like better weapons as you do better, which I am not doing well right now, but the point remains. And then you, of course, have the part where it primarily shines the killer aspect, where you may be playing a certain objective, but you're definitely going to be killing people or other players the entire time you're playing. While I do generally prefer doing medic-related tasks, I, of course, shoot a lot. If I can, hit the targets and go on and so forth. So that is my look at Battlefield 1 and how the different player personalities and styles